Miller Lite a campaign focused on honoring women's role in beer making has upset commentators on the right, who are calling it woke and comparing it to Bud Light sponsorship of a 50-second Instagram video made by trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney last month. The ad shows a comedian, Ilana Glazer, talking about how women played an important role in the history of beer, going back to beer making in ancient Mesopotamia. I like that. The ad says, quote, "Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis," end quote. Fox News host Tomi Lahren, Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, Forgiato Blow, podcaster Stu Peters, and others are not able to digest this empowering and whatever shitty reasons they have. Watch this.
Here's a little known fact. Women were among the very first to brew beer ever. From Mesopotamia to the Middle Ages to colonial America, women were the ones doing the brewing. Centuries later, how did the industry pay homage to the founding mothers of beer? They put us in bikinis. Wow. Look at this wild. It's time beer made it up to women. So today, Miller Lite is on a mission to clean up not just their but the whole beer industry's Miller Lite has been scouring the internet for all this and buying it back so that they can turn it into good for women brewers. Literally, good How, you ask? Ladies, take it away.
First, we turn the bad into compost. Then we feed compost to worms. Push out beautiful fertilizer.
That good helps farmers grow quality hops,
which is then donated to women brewers to make their own really good
But there's definitely more out there. In your attic, in the garage, in your parents' basement. Send any you got into Miller Lite and they'll turn that into good too. Oh. So here's to women, because without us, there would be no beer.
The good shit. Conservatives are upset by beer honoring women. What are we all talking about, Jay? Holy crap. I thought this was fake, and I'm so happy that it's not.
I'm so happy that it's not, because this really goes back to what I was saying in the last story about changing the narrative. Like, well, this is unearthing the narrative of women used to brew your beer. And I don't know what America has taken this narrative and made it about, you know, oh, that good old, you know, that
good old boy macho beer.
Toxic masculinity beer.
Yeah.
You know, and now we're flipping the narrative on its head. And I think it's a beautiful financial business strategy. I think it's a great strategy, because I think what these businesses, these corporations are really figuring out is, this is not where our money comes from, is these old, like, these guys, this is not where our money comes from. Queer people drink, women drink.
Yeah.
Like, these people are our base, and this is where society is moving towards. So we have to fall in line.
It's a great ad. And I love that, because like in your mind, you're like, oh, wow, this is so well made. But then she's cursing, right? So it's like, got like your brain all up. And I mean, big shout out to Miller Lite for doing this. I love this, I mean, women were pioneers too. I mean, it's start with the women, then you go after the gays, then you go after the blacks. So you're just going down the line of everybody, So if you're not on that list, you will be soon.
Like, you can't erase us. You cannot erase us. And women used to brew better beer back in Mesopotamia times, because the beer in ancient Mesopotamia was actually a psychedelic. People don't know that.
Really?
Your original beer was actually a psychedelic. It was more akin to mushrooms, taking mushrooms, than it was to drinking beer. So when they said they used to get drunk and everything else,
they were also high.
They were also high.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
So the women was doing that good shit.
Right?
That good shit.
That was the women doing that. Can you imagine? I could just imagine a woman back in the day tasting that beer going, this shit tastes like shit. We need to make this taste better. I think a mushroom that I have growing in my backyard will do just the trick.
Of course it would come from a woman or a queer person.
And
it has to.
God, all this erasing history is so scary. Isn't it scary, folks? Okay, women were a part of it. Remember that. Okay, even though they don't want you to. And then the right wing getting mad at it. Ay, Dios mío. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.